Welcome into the Alan Haire Show, Week 10 edition of the show. And Coach, I tell you what, it's flown by just quickly.
Can't believe, it seemed like yesterday we were halfway through, and then you look up and we're right here at the end of the season. Of course, our bye week is the last week of the season, which is this week coming up. So that's not the one you want to draw, but hey, we'll take it. And we just had 10 straight weeks of full tilt games, and so here you are. It comes to a screeching halt.
Of course, you had a tough game last week, close game. You don't get a couple people hurt, man. You almost win that thing, don't you?
Well, we were right there with them. It's 14-7 at half. It ended, 20-14, but large improvement from the previous year when we went over to Belton with our first ever group. And so they went out there and battled and competed, and I was very proud of their effort. And a break here and there could have been a different game, but it didn't work out for us. And so we do the best we could and we move on.
Yep, and of course you got some kids that are going to, we talk about next week, we'll talk on the show about some of these kids that are seniors and going to be moving on to some of them maybe the next level, some of them moving on to a career. We're building young men here. That's what I talk about the other coaches with a lot, is building young men, and I really think you've done a great job of coming in here. Nobody knew who you were. And these kids, you meet with them the first day and say, hey, we got to get a football team together. Boys, we got to play here in a couple of months. So you've had to, build this team. You've built this program, and the success has gotten better each and every, the second year has gone up, and each and every game I see progress.
Yes, sir. No, that's the fun part of it. The hardest part of any coach is meeting those seniors for the last time and giving them a hug and telling them how much you love them and you wish them the best of luck, and you'll always be here for them. You're forever connected with them. As far as somebody ever asks them who's your high school football coach, you're going to refer back to you, and I want to make sure that they're proud of that, and I'm proud of them. In retrospect to that. So you want to do them a good job. You want to do all you can for them. But that's one of the first real life lessons you get as far as being a high school athlete and being your senior season is when it's over, it's over. And it's a reality for them. It hits you, right square in the forehead of that's all that we're ever going to play together right there. And so it's tough to look at them in their eyes and hug them and see them on their way. But again, hopefully what they learn from their experience will help them 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now in dealing with adversity, dealing with things that they have to overcome.
In daily life, yeah. Exactly. Life lessons, brother. Life lessons.
That's what happens out there on the field. And so, several of them have been with me since we started, that first June, and 2 years ago, really, 14, 15 months ago. And so that time's flown by, too. We're already 2 seasons in.
Yeah, this 15 months, when you say it like that, it really brings it home.
Yes, sir.
It's not 24 months. It's not 2 years. It's a year and a half.
Yeah.
So not even that.
No doubt. Not even been a year and a half yet.
That's crazy. But like I said, the discipline, what I've seen on the field from you, the way you run your offense and defense, good athletes, good kids, no troubles, no penalties, not many that I saw at least. I know you were perturbed once or twice here and there about a few things, but all in all, they just a very good representation of Chaparral High School.
Yeah, very, that's what we want to, is that we want to represent Chaparral and KSD in a professional manner, and so you learn how to do little things, and that's the way you line up, what you wear, your pregame routine, everything that you do, the way you tape your mouthpiece on your helmet. It's not one that you just stick on the side of your helmet and act like you're going to wear it. We're actually going to wear them, and just all those little things, the details that go into it. Make sure you put your socks on right so you don't rub blisters, and make sure they're turned in and they're washed, those types of things. And so it's not just youth league willy-nilly do whatever you need to do here. We want to have an alignment of autonomy of how things need to be organized and done, and because that'll keep you, to me, the more organization, the less pressure you're going to have, because you know that the details have already been taken care of because you worked on them all the way through the process.
A lot more pride too.
Yes, sir.
And your coaching staff has been just right there for you.
Yeah, no, they till the very end, work hard, prepare, put kids in the best position possible, coach them hard, love them up afterwards. And so that's the profession. Really, it's not work. You're just molding. You're molding these young people they're going to have a boss one day. They're going to have a family one day. They're going to have people that they need to be responsible to. And so there's so much more to the game than this, the X's and O's and the score on Friday that you can teach if you so want to. and then as far as our staff, that's what we want to do, is prepare them for the real world.
Oh yeah, and great guys to talk to. I've talked to several of them. Just walked up and started conversating with them about the kids and about the job that they do, and just very proud of everything you put together here in the past, like I said, 15 months.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We're not, tradition rich yet, and so each year we'll build tradition, and no one starts off and and it's going to be winning every single second. You're going to have to go over your humps and peaks and valleys and different things that you work through, but it's coming, and we're building, and we're going to work on that thing brick by brick, and we're going to pay the price in the weight room, and we're going to get them to where they need to be as far as being on a competitive level to anybody else that we face in our district.
So really, this will be only your second off season.
Yeah.
To actually do training with these kids.
Yeah, we had one last year.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, this is our second, rolling into November. December is our second time to do it. 2 years ago, they didn't know me. I wasn't hired yet.
How big are these boys going to be by next year?
Yeah, well, if they eat right and take care of themselves and hydrate and get in the weight room, just like anything, you put some time in there, you're going to see the change. And so, you want to compete. And you want to compete at the highest level. You got to get in there and go to work.
Well, like I said, I was very proud of everything product you put on the field this year, and every time I came to see you play, it was. I love watching your offense. First of all, I could watch that all day long. In fact, if you want to send me the link, I'll watch it, and I could watch those guys move around all day with such precision and such. That's hard to teach what you did, not in the short amount of time that you did. So, very proud of what you've done here at Chaparral High School. I'm coming back next week. We're going to wrap things up a little bit more next week.
Okay.
But I know you've got Friday night off. What is Alan Haire going to do this Friday night?
Yeah, that's hard to say. So I'll be at a district game. I'll be at one of the games here locally with our district. More than likely, I'll head over to Belton and watch University play Belton for the district championship, and be mad that we played one of them within 6 points and played the other one within a touchdown. University beat us with 49 seconds on the clock, and then of course Belton beat us by 6. And so I'll just sit there sick in my stomach wondering why we couldn't have beat either one of them. But that's why between now and next year you figure out ways to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Come on, watch Cchelles and play over Leo Buckley and hang out with me on the sideline.
Well, I can do that too. It's just it's not familiar with me as far as the people that we played. As far as our district.
Well, you probably get in trouble because I almost get in trouble on the sideline sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I want to keep my distance there because I don't need to be classified as getting unsportsmanlike. I'm sure I'm well known with the officials anyway.
You don't want a bad rep hanging out with me, huh?
Well, they know I'm a little off, and then they see you over there. It'd be double.
They just throw a flag for the heck of it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, just because we're there.
Just because we might be thinking something that's not right.
It's been such a pleasure all year long to come out and see you, and I'm going to come back next week, like I said, and wrap things up. We'll talk more about your seniors one by one and kind of talk about the relationships you've built with them over the past 2 years and stuff like that.
That'd be
kind
fun.
of highlight that. But wish you good luck tonight. Drive safe and get you something good to eat. Go out and get you a steak before you go to the ball game.
Yeah, it's always good to just get real full and then you can barely move around in the bleachers. Why's he rolled out over there? What's wrong?
Well, you want my district pass? Oh, you got one. That's right. You can get in.
We can get in free, but we may get something to eat before we go over there. It'd be good. Be a good idea.
Well, if you decide to eat Cchelles, I'll miss the first half of that ball game over at Killeen, and I'll just come over and eat dinner with you, and then head back on.
If you knew somebody could afford that place, then we'll bring them both.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're proud of that.
Yeah, they are.
But it is good, I guarantee you. So.
Them Millers, I tell you what, they got it locked down.
Both really, really, really good places.
He doesn't want to say bad thing about either one of them because he wants to eat at both of them. So, so do I. So do I. But thanks, Alan, for spending some time with me again today. And congratulations. We're proud of you. Your record may not be what you want it to be. I know it's not. I know you want to be in the playoffs. I want you to be in the playoffs. But you played a very good season, and I'm very proud of your kids.
I felt like they've come a long way, and I'm proud of them, too.
All right. As always, I'll give you the last word.
Eat 'em up, cats.
You are watching I-14 Sports Network.